What's up, everybody? CL Liquid here, back again. I've been away for a while, work, yada yada yada, stuff going on. Haven't really had time to make any videos for you. I apologize for that, but I got a little free time, so I thought, alright, time to do another video. So I'm going to do a quick little video of these two phones that I've been using, which is the Moto X Pure 2015 edition and the Nexus 5X. For those of you out there who are right now in the midst of 2016 looking to purchase one of these phones, because they are at this time at a great price. They're practically a steal. Both you can get for around $250 or so on eBay, give or take, or if you buy one new, they're both like around $300. So looking to get one of these phones, best time to get them, and great deals. But today I'm gonna tell you why, after using both these phones off and on for a while now, it's finally time to let one go. And I'm gonna tell you which one I'm letting go. So let's get into it. First of all, Nexus 5X. Love the camera on this phone. Great camera, takes great pictures, no complaints for what I need. I'm not looking for like SLR type photos. It's great, clear, crisp for what I need them for. Great low light pictures as well. Fingerprint scanner, super fast. I think we've all seen that. Super fast. Love it. There's a lot more apps taking advantage of it now, like my bank app and things like that, PayPal, where you can like sign in with your fingerprint, so that comes in real handy, not having to spend the time typing in your password or whatever. So I love that. Size, love the size. It's nice, not too big, doesn't weigh too much. I know some people like complain about how light it was, felt cheap. I think it feels fine. I actually like the lightness of it. It's when you're carrying it around in your pocket, it's not cumbersome. You almost forget if you have to check your pockets to see if, oh yeah, I got my phone on me. So I have no issues with that. Screen, the 1080p screen, don't really care. That's perfectly fine with me. I don't, if a phone has the quad HD, great. If it just has 1080p, that's fine with me. I don't really require a super res screen on my phone, especially if it's gonna chew up more battery and not really have that much of a effect on the experience. Of course, stock Android, buttery smooth, no issues, everything runs fine, newest updates, and that's pretty much it. That's a Nexus for you. And of course the USB-C. Alright, so next we're gonna get into the Moto X Pure Edition. So sleek, so nice, feels great in the hand, nice heft to it. Quad HD screen, 21 megapixel camera, takes great pictures also. Honestly, I can't really choose between these two as far as cameras go. One takes great pictures in one setting, and you may have one that takes a better picture in another setting. It's literally a toss-up. Like, you may get a better picture on one or the other, just depending on the click at the right time. But yeah, the camera is a wash on that. The screen, obviously, like I said before, I don't really care if it's Quad HD, but if it is, great. This is great screen, no complaints. Dual front-facing speakers, obviously a plus. It's a little bit bigger than the Nexus 5X, and when I say a little bit, I mean literally a little bit. I mean, as you can see, that's, see if that's even. I mean, that's not really anything, and the width is about the same. Yeah, a little bit. So I mean, yeah, that's not really anything to really consider. They're both pretty much the same size. And the fact that you get the dual front facing speakers on this and you don't on the other, and you have a 5.7 inch screen on this and not on the other, and they're both pretty much the same size, I mean, that says quite a lot. Yeah, this one is pretty much stock Android for the most part. As you know, the Motorola phones don't really have their own OS. They just kind of run off of the Google, or they don't have their own skin. I mean, they just run off of pretty much stock Google and add their own things onto it. Unlike TouchWiz and the others that skin theirs. So yeah, like I said, had these two phones for a while and going back and forth which one I should keep. I don't need two phones, so I've really been trying to figure out which one I want to keep. And it finally came down to this. Like, what do I really care about the most in a phone? And that's battery life. Battery life, above all, is number one for me. I don't care what features a phone has, how great the camera is, all that other stuff is pretty much pointless, I would say, if the phone doesn't last long enough for you to enjoy those features. I mean, what's the point? If you have a Ferrari, but the Ferrari only gets 2 miles to a tank, what good's that? You can't enjoy it. Basically start it up and the car's out of gas. So that's why I am sticking with, no surprise, the Moto X Pure. I know the 5X owners out there like, oh, battery's fine with me. I mean, I have no problems with it and it gets me through the day. You must be doing something wrong. Maybe I am. I don't know. All I know is I've given it a shot, used it for a couple of months, and the battery has gotten no better. Out of the box, I just used stock Android the way it is, updates everything, and even with the doze feature, I was getting like, maybe 5-6 hours of usage out of it. And that's my usage. Obviously, everybody else's usage is different, but for me, I was getting like 6 hours max. If I didn't use it too much, I could probably squeeze out 7, 8. But that's what, like, kind of just the phone just sitting there and me checking a message maybe 5 times every hour or something like that. But I mean, that's crazy. No one does that. That is not normal usage. Screen on time was probably like, I don't know, 3.5, 4 hours for me, something like that. I got to the point where I said, all right, I'm gonna root it and then just throw another ROM on it, because custom ROMs sometimes have like tweaks and stuff for battery, to optimize battery that stock doesn't. So I tried a couple of different ROMs. I mean, there was one or two here that gave it a little boost, but nothing that was like, oh wow, okay, now this is fantastic, I have nothing to complain about. No, I mean, still, I mean, it's just like the battery percentage just kept ticking and ticking. Like, it used to be I could like take a phone, my LG G3, just to compare one, or not G3, what did I have? G4. G4, I could like unplug it in the morning, like 8 o'clock, and it would sit on 100 for, probably like 30, 45 minutes maybe before it even ticked to 99%. This one, you take it off the charger at 8 o'clock, it's like it'll sit at 100 for maybe, you know, 10, 15 minutes, and all of a sudden it'll hit 98. It's like, what the hell? I just lost like 2% nowhere. What? I didn't even do anything. I like checked the clock to see what time it was, and then 20, 30 minutes later, check it again. It's on 98%. What's that from? So I mean, I can't deal with that, and it just like it's continually ticking like some kind of stock market ticker, and I took a little trip and trying to take pictures around town, and some like the battery was just running down with every click I did of the camera. So the Moto X Pure has a bigger screen, 5.7, and has quad HD screen, and still gets better battery. I'm getting 10, 11, sometimes even 12 hours of battery usage out of this, and using it exactly the same as I use the 5X. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, the battery is not that much bigger in this phone. And like I said, the fact that it has a bigger screen, which the screen, as we know, is always the biggest battery drainer, and the fact that it has a bigger screen and quad HD, and it gets better battery life by hours than the 5X, that's crazy. I mean, I don't know if it's the fingerprint scanner, like always drawing power, or what's going on with it, but I mean, I can't deal with that. So I'm sticking with the good, tried and true Moto X Pure, and when the Moto X Z comes out, we'll see how it goes. But that's been my comparison. That's been my thoughts. You guys take it for what you want. If you still want to get the 5X, obviously that's your call. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your own money. Try it out. Maybe you have a better experience. Maybe I got a bad unit. I mean, I don't know. It could be. I'm not saying it's not. There's 5X owners out there, and they may be perfectly happy with their phone, perfectly happy with the battery life, and the phone's working fine. Maybe I do just have a bad one. But I can only tell you what my experience is with the phone that I have. And there you have it. And I will talk to you later. Peace out.